Jürgen, Dom's just asked today about your 7-year anniversary. Just wondered how you felt English football had changed and the challenge that you face as Liverpool Football Club. I mean, 7 years ago there was no Guardiola, Leicester were the challengers for the title. How much more difficult is it now? How, and think about Arsenal as well at the weekend. That's another top club that you face as a challenge.
Yeah, Arsenal was always there. City was always there, actually, just different. Yeah, the first year was Pellegrini, right? And then, yeah. So, changed, I think, got better and better and better. It's incredible. Football really evolves, improves a lot. Yeah. I have to think about football in general. I don't. Yeah, better, quicker, more intense. I think the Premier League has now pretty much everybody in the world who is, apart from me, don't want to forget anybody, but if you are one of the top managers a year later, you arrive somehow in the Premier League. That's now pretty much the case. Or you go back like Jose to Italy or Carlo to Spain. But otherwise, if you show up in a league, then the Premier League is not waiting and picks you. So it means top-class managers in the league, really, which makes life uncomfortable for all other ones then around, obviously, because the better you are coached, the better you can play. So, yeah, that's the league. It's the most. It's the best league in the world, shadow of a doubt, I would say. But that's it. I have had actually no sense at all to think about the last 7 years in the last 3 months, and that means don't know really. But I hope you're kind of happy with the answer because it hit me by surprise now.
Simon?
Do you see any similarities between the challenge that Arteta has got at Arsenal and the one you inherited at Liverpool? Big clubs, big fan base. Arsenal haven't won the title for 18 years now. Fans expect them not just finishing in the top 4, but...
I'm pretty sure the Arsenal fans are pretty happy with the situation they're in now and don't expect to win the title immediately. They wish. I don't know Arsenal fans, too many at least. But
do you see similarities in the job that Mikel has got on his hands to the one that you picked up when you came to Liverpool 7 years ago?
Maybe, but of course I'm not too much in the Arsenal subject, so I cannot really compare that. I said now everything about the team I know, and I could talk about teams they had in the last few years. I think Arsenal is a big club, no doubt about that, and we had big games against them. Especially home games were quite a lot of goals scored on both ends. These kind of things, and 5-5 in a cup competition with young teams, and so it's a great club. Stands for us. And are sent for a specific kind of football, then a few changes, but then pretty quickly they found their way back, and you can see this year Arsenal again plays European League, so didn't make it last year, but now they're ready for the next step, and they have to see how they deal with all the competitions, 3-4 competitions coming up, and these kind of things. But yeah, it might be similar, but I don't really know.
Joe, then Russell.
Jürgen, I can't remember a long press conference like this, and Mo Salah hasn't even been mentioned. All the time I've been
My fault. Sorry, Mo Salah. Done.
He's been the king of the Premier League for so long, and we know he's got an ego. He admits that he's shy. He likes the glory. And this season it's been Haaland. Do you think
Yeah.
do you think Mo
No,
is close?
I know it's not. Okay, sorry. Finish your question.
No, is he close to exploding again on the scene, or do you think as he gets older we just
Older? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so crazy. Yeah. What are you then, by the way? If he's older with late 20s, well, what would you say? You are Methuselah? Or yeah. I think with Mo it's like with us. I hope, I don't know. I hope we are close to explode. Let me say it like this. But it's not about So again, you can say whatever you want about Mo and this and that. Yeah, is it his season so far? No, like for all of us, we can pick them all out and tell me his season, no, his season, no, his season, no. Whose season was it yet? From our side, that's what we have to do.
Russell, very last one, please don't mention age.
Yeah, just back to the 7th anniversary. I remember your first press conference, and it was an exciting day, it was big fanfare. It seemed like something special at the time. 7 years on, did you ever think that you would last in a job like this 7 years? Because the Premier League is such a short lifetime.
I had no plans for 7 years. Let me say like this: it was not that I thought, oh, let's see, we do that now, and in 7 years we will get a reward for that. No, no, I didn't think that. But I think that press conference I mentioned 4 years. Will I say when I'm here in 4 years, then we probably have won something, but I'm not sure if that worked out 100%, but somehow. And no, that day I was happy to survive the press conference, honestly. So that because I my English skills were really not that good, and I know I said a lot of things, and yeah, some of them people can remember, and some of them they thankfully forgot, and that's it. How it is with press conferences, still the same today.
There was a Marilyn Monroe film, 7 Year Itch. Do you get any moments where you think to yourself, well, 7 years is long enough?
I should have done that then before I signed a new contract, didn't I? Shouldn't I? So, like, no, the situation in the clubs was really different. So maybe that's a little explanation. The 7 year spell is not planned or whatever. It's because I lost energy or these kind of things. I was a manager at Mainz, and after 3 years we got promoted to Bundesliga. 3 years later we got relegated to the second Bundesliga. We tried one more year, and the club needed a change. As players left us to the Bundesliga, we couldn't. So they needed a fresh start, definitely. It was nothing to do with. I was full of energy. I went directly to Dortmund, and it was all fine. I could have stayed there. They wanted me to stay. Nobody thought it's done. We just couldn't make the Bundesliga that year because of again fourth in the second league. Dortmund, 7 years, and it was just the situation was that constantly players got pulled out from other clubs, or left for whatever reason, and that was it was really a hard job to do, and to do that constantly, to instead of developing a team, constantly making 2 steps back. Like I will ask you why you are not as good as last year. By the way, why are you not better than last year? By the way, would be happy we could be as good as last year. We just lost key players on different positions to give us a bit of time. That was really intense and really exhausting. The reason why I said, okay, come on. We have to stop it here. But I actually had no energy problem, not at all. I just went, I said, okay, now I do make a year holiday, but because it was fancy that time, I think Pep did it and Thomas Tuchel did it, and I thought, why should I not make a year holiday? Let's give it a try. Couldn't do it, actually, and after 4 months I was here. So I have absolutely no problem with energy, and the situation is completely different here. I can understand that I left up 7.5 and now 7, and now we are here in a difficult situation, and people take that. But if you think twice about it, then you would realize the situation is completely different. It's different. And being 7 years here is intense, no doubt about that. I got older. Everybody got older, apart from Julia. So, but you got really a lot older there, and that's time. But it's nice as well. I got so many things back, and which gives you a boost and these kind of. That's where we are now. Yes, this is a difficult time. Did I think before the season we will be, I don't even know, 9th or whatever after match day 7? No, because I don't think about these kind of things. But now this is the basis we are. Now let's go from here. And if there's one club who has a chance to go through it together, it's us. You don't have to do it always the same way like all the others. I know with 1 point more, Chelsea sacked Thomas Tuchel. It was funny. In Germany, Tuchel got sacked with 10 points, and Klopp stays in the job with 9 points. So I don't have to ask me why that's the case, but it's just we have the chance still to create something really special here. From this point, does it look in the moment we will be champion at the end of the year? Unfortunately not. But in all other competitions, we are not out yet, and we are not, and nobody knows where we'll end up in the league. So let's give it a go. That's it. Difficult? Yes. Impossible? No. That's enough. Let's go from here.